Dreams. What are dreams? To some, it's just a hit song by Fleetwood Mac.
Have you any dreams you'd like to sell?
Are you a dream lover? Or a dream warrior? What if you start causing somebody to dream with a broken heart?
When you're dreaming with a broken heart, the waking up is the hardest part.
Do you hire a dream weaver to fix it?
Ooh, dream weaver.
Or are you just arrested by the dream police? Do you just keep on dreaming?
Dreamer, I must be a dreamer.
And is that dream a California dream? Or a teenage dream? Or maybe it's just a lucid dream.
I have these lucid dreams.
Maybe it's the type of dream that you have to run down. Or the type of dream that has to get out of Billy Ocean's head and into his car.
It's you.
Though you should never get into a stranger's car. Unless that stranger is able to interact with animated characters. Then he's probably a nice guy. Because animated characters don't hang out with mean people. Maybe this is the type of dream that goes on every time you close your eyes.
These dreams go on when I close my eyes.
Just remember, it's important to dream on, and dream until your dreams come true. Or whatever Steven said there, but never take the time to discuss what your dream was last night with somebody else.
I say yawn because when I actually yawn, you don't get it.
And that's a way of life that I don't agree with, and neither does Shia LaBeouf.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Or Chris Pratt, who believes that you should catch those dreams
And struggle it to your heart.
and not let them spread their wings and fly away.
Were you joking just now? Because if so, that was hilarious.
Well, you'll wake up and realize that it was all a dream,
It was all a dream.
and you've never even read.
Word Up magazine.
And isn't waking up from those dreams the craziest part of the experience? It's that moment that you wake up and wonder, what the hell is wrong with me? What did my mind just conjure up?
You mustn't take dreams literally. They can be interpreted in many ways.
You basically just confirm to yourself that, yeah, I think I might be crazy, and I'm definitely not going to tell anybody about this dream. And why aren't you telling anybody?
Yeah, I'd love to hear about your dream.
Is it because by the time you wake up, you've already forgotten half the details of the story?
Oh, so you were captured by pirates. Oh, right, alien pirates. They were all named Drake?
Well, that probably does play a big role in why you don't tell anybody about your dreams. Because you don't want to trap somebody halfway into a story and end it with a, well, you had to be there, or, well, you know. And sometimes you can make your wildest dream come true. If your wildest dreams include things like going to the American Pickers store or meeting Kevin Federline. That's right, have attainable dreams. And since I need white noise to fall asleep, the media that I fall asleep to will tend to seep into my dreams, where despite never having met that person, I'm now their best friend, or am trying to impress them. So I apologize in advance for how weird this sounds, but JonTron, Game Chasers, AVGN, we're like dream homies.
You were in my dream.
I don't know if you knew that. I've actually read studies where if you fall asleep to gunshots or horror or action, that's more likely to cause a bad dream than falling asleep to a basic sitcom and laughter. Which absolutely makes sense to me, because if you're in the middle of that REM sleep and your background noise is constant screaming and gunshots, that's going to affect the mind. For me, a nice Mystery Science Theater playing lightly in the background under a weighted blanket, on top of a heated blanket,
It's snuggly wuggly. Snuggly wuggly.
with a MyPillow, that's quality sleep. And why Mystery Science Theater? Well, that's an hour and a half before a theme song kicks back in again. And it's got a nice 50s audio hum. And who doesn't find Mike or Joel with the bot comforting? Now often, the thing you're obsessed with at the current time period will find its way into the subconscious. When I was playing the Batman Arkham games, In my dreams, I spent a lot of time crawling around in air ducts, because that's what you do in Batman. And why just crawling around in the air ducts? There's more to the Arkham games than that. How come I wasn't thinking about gliding? Or getting a Riddler trophy? Nope, just air ducts.
If I could just get into this airship, I can keep an eye on that classroom.
And I'll definitely be in the market for a house with really, really high ceilings that are loaded with perches that look like gargoyles. But I'll hold off on hiring anyone to place explosives on them, for safety's sake. When I was younger, I'd have dreams where I went to KB Toys or Toys R Us or Toy Works and bought wrestling figures that didn't even exist. I'm pretty sure most of these trips in my dream took place at a KB Toy store, because KB Toy stores used to have the 3 for $10 bins, and my mind must have known this, because most of the time I'd be rummaging through this thing trying to find each and every action figure in it that I didn't have. And in those bins would be characters that never had a wrestling figure, like the Body Donnas, or Ming, maybe a nice Dean Douglas, Scott Norton, Mongo McMichaels, the American Males, that guy, DDP, he's cool. Yeah, this was before DDP had an action figure, or anybody even cared about him. And little did I know that about 20 years later, I'm going to listen to him daily telling me to get into the down dog position. And then, lower into safety zone. I was like one of those kids that you saw on Nickelodeon where they won the chance to run through a toy store.
A game-grabbing, toy-snagging rampage through a KB Toy Works store.
Or like a contestant on Supermarket Sweep, and I just bolted to the ham and turkeys. Because in dreams, as we know, money's no object.
The Toys R Us Big Clearance. The most spectacular toy clearance ever. It's going on now.
Unfortunately, you wake up, you go looking for that stuff, and you realize, it was a dream, wasn't it? Got me again, subconscious. Got me again. And no matter how old I get, pro wrestling seems to worm its way into my stupid dreams. I could probably blame that on the amount of pro wrestling podcasts I listen to while at work. For example, I went up to my camp to relax and write out this script about dreams. And wouldn't you know, that very night, dream. So in this dream, I work for WWE. Am I an employee or a contractor? I don't really know the details. So the show ends and I gotta find a vehicle to get to that next event. Before you ask, I don't really know. Was it a Raw? A SmackDown? A 205 Live? Main event? Special attraction pay-per-view? Regular pay-per-view? NXT? NXT TakeOver? TakeOver Europe? How many shows do these guys have? But I do have a ride to the next event. It's to ride in the car with Hawkins and Ryder. Probably because I listen to the Major Wrestling Brothers podcast. But they tell me, nah, dude, you ain't riding with us. We actually have an interview during this trip. It's with Lars Sullivan. Why Lars Sullivan? Again, it's one of those things when you have a dream, you have no idea why people show up. And what does Lars even know about wrestling figures? I felt snubbed. So anyway, I have to go back into the arena, but I'm unable to find a riding partner. So I end up having to get a rental car.
But can they solve all my transportation needs?
When the rental car arrives, I hop inside of it. But I find out,
spoiler alert,
it was actually somebody else's rental car. So apparently in this dream world, I'm a thief. That's right. Call the dream police on me. We arrive at the next arena, where I suddenly spot Shawn Michaels on top of a tall ladder working on somebody's house. He's dressed like he was in 1995, but he looks like himself in current day, hair and face-wise. And what is he doing on this ladder? Is he painting a trim? Doing some shingle work? Fixing glass that he threw Marty Jannetty through? So I asked Shawn, hey, have you seen Vince? And he tells me Vince McMahon is at XFL practice. No, I'm not screwing with you. In my dreams, they talk about the XFL. The XFL! And I tell Shawn that I have a great idea for the XFL. Fans should be able to call in and vote on a play to be run, just like I saw at a Pro Bowl once. Man, am I exciting. I also dream about talking about the Pro Bowl. So eventually, I find Vince McMahon and his assistant. A big, heavy-set lady. Actually, it's the lady from 2.5 Men, which is weird because I don't even watch that show. Vince likes my idea and tells me that they're going to implement it. And then suddenly I woke up. I have no idea what any of this meant, so I'm going to go over to my dream expert, Freddy Krueger.
Well, to me, it seems that you feel like you're bouncing from place to place, just trying to find somebody who will listen to you.
Well, damn, Freddy, I wasn't expecting such deep analysis. And I don't want to weird out the Heartbreak Kid any more than I already have, but this isn't even the first time he was in one of my dreams.
So was he there to teach me how to do proper Sweet Kid music?
No. While scanning the family archives, I ran into this short story that I wrote in elementary school about a dream that I had. It involves me walking a blue dog named Kibble and my actual dog, Tasha.
Tasha, go get the kids. Go watch the children. Go on.
I entertain the idea of ditching school for the day, but Tasha tells me no. At that very moment, something falls from the sky and causes a large bang. According to this story, that makes me very happy, for some reason. I walk over to the thing that fell from the sky, and it's a glowing HBK action figure. When I go to pick up the action figure, the world is transformed black, and then we reappear in a movie theater, and the movie theater is playing the very first Toy Story movie.
Walt Disney Pictures invites you into a world where toys come to life.
So yeah, this world features teleportation, glowing items, and talking animals.
This doesn't concern me. I'd rather sit at a picnic table that was in a movie theater? Kind of a weird design choice. And then I'm gonna watch Monday Nitro while pounding down pizza.
8 TVs? That seems a little bit excessive to watch Alex Wright matches. After an hour or so, I react that I'm missing school. Yeah, no doy. The Shawn Michaels figure, it's magical though, and it turns back the hands of time and puts me back in front of the school. Only me and the dogs know what really happened. But they promise they won't tell anybody because they don't want the other dogs to look at them like they're crazy. Speaking of crazy, I also had a dream that I was part of the Rescue Rangers team, like I was their apprentice or something. I have no idea what we were going up against or who the main bad guy was. The only thing I can really remember is we were on a leaf all together and it's going down river about to go over a waterfall. It's so graphic that it makes me think that had to be part of an episode on the TV series, so if it was, please leave that comment. I also stumbled across a story that I wrote when I was 6. You want an inspiring message? Well, this video should prove to you that any dream can be possible. See, I had a dream. My dream was for the lead singer of my favorite band of all time to read a journal entry that I made as a little kid about some dream I had. And guess what? Bam! Bam! I made my dream happen. Well, this is embarrassing. After I filmed all that other stuff, I sent out the request to Cameo, and it didn't turn out exactly how I expected.
What's up, Joe, my friend? How you doing, man? It's Pierre Bouvier from the band Simple Plan right here in my little home studio. Well, it's more like a closet. I couldn't click on this link because it's not clickable.
Great. Stupid autocorrect prevented the dream from happening.
Damn! And I'm too illiterate to type all those letters in one by one.
Damn, damn! But here's the thing about dreams. Sometimes you have to pivot. The dream that you thought you had, well, maybe it's actually meant to be something else.
Write a song about it. You can do it. You don't need me for that kind of stuff. You can take one of my songs or you can, do that. But, I mean, if you need a song that applies to your journal entry, I think there's no better person out there than you to do that.
But you know what, Pierre? I'll take you up on that challenge. In a year, I will read this exact story and sing it to a Simple Plan song.
So believe in yourself. Pick up an instrument, whether it's a guitar or even a piano. You could just go and tinkle some ivories and see what happens.
But it's not a total loss, though. He did sing me one of my favorite songs.
It's a post you made as a kid, so I figured we should do a performance of I'm Just a Kid for you. So
I was down cellar, cleaning down there, and I was playing with my cars and Super Balls. And one of the Super Balls fell down, and there was a snake. The snake was near the treasure. And I saw a rocket ship go by, and it disappeared. So I won't stop there. I'm gonna work on getting that next dream accomplished.
You know what that dream is? To get on the list of Taylor Swift's ex-lovers. You know, the ones that call her insane.
Also, another dream had me and Homer Simpson working as 80s-style detectives chasing down a man with a donut-sized head. The only thing I can remember from this dream was we cornered him way up in his office and he jumped out like a 40-story window to get away from us. Why was he trying to evade us? He was probably caught trying to distribute the powder. Dear donuts.
Not like these.
Well, for more dream analyzing, let's go back to Freddy Krueger. Well, Joe, it's simple. You're a nerd. Simple as that. Then you have those dreams that you don't just have once. They constantly repeat themselves. Like the one where you wake up at the end of the school year and it's revealed that you've done none of the assignments. Which is weird because I've graduated a long time ago and I was actually on the honor roll, so what assignments was I not doing? But these dreams are super annoying because they cause you to jolt out of bed in a sudden panic. Oh god, I gotta get these assignments. Wait a minute, I graduated. What? Oh, phew. Or even worse, it's the one about being naked in front of your class. A lot of people seem to be terrified by that thought. There are some people who are strangely into that idea though. I shake my little tush on the catwalk. But missing school assignments is nothing compared to dreaming about the end of the world.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
I'd have ones where the bridge up the street suddenly crumbles in a post-apocalyptic type feel. And since one of the airports that the 9/11 hijackers went to was just up the street from me, I'd have traumatizing dreams about plane crashes in the backyard. But since I'd rather talk about happy things, let's talk about the dreams where I'm being chased by Jason Voorhees. That's right, I star in my own Friday the 13th type dream. And it's happened more than a few times. But it would make for a terrible actual movie because I outmaneuver Jason at every step. I get the girl, and I live, and I kill Jason. It's a great dream. Terrible Friday the 13th. So Jason Voorhees is going to spend all his free time trying to chase me around, but not actually catch me? Is he trying to make me look like a stud muffin? He's a good wingman, isn't he? What would DJ Khaled say in a moment like this?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
But back to wrestling related ones. I wrote this one down. It says that Chris Jericho and I, and another wrestler, I'm not really sure the other wrestler, we start a boy band and we cover songs like Liquid Dreams. That famous song by O-Town where they talk about having wet dreams. But we've decided that Zack Ryder can't join our group. Freddy, celebrities seem to be in my dreams a lot. Am I a star for her? I don't know. Maybe you're just freaking nuts. I can't tell you. So yeah, dreams are pretty cool, I guess. So here's what I'm asking you guys. Leave your strangest dreams in the comments, and I and Freddy will be your dream analyzers. I want to think that there's somebody even more nuts than me. God, I hope there is. But at least I'm able to keep my grip on reality versus dreaming. I have my own dream spinner. Okay, to be fair, it's one of those 90s spinners and Power Ranger stuff is on it. But it works just the same.
Cause I'm just a kid, and life is a nightmare. I'm just a kid, I know that it's not fair. Nobody cares, cause I'm alone, and the world is having more fun than me tonight. Cause I'm just a kid, having a dream. There you go. And before I leave you, because I know I couldn't fulfill your request, and I'm terribly sorry, but I hope you enjoyed this video anyways. I'll leave you with a good 19 joke that you can use as your own. Here's the joke. Well, I used to cough to cover up my farts. Now I fart to cover up my coughs. There you go, Joe. Enjoy it. Take care, my friend. We'll see you next time.